YouTube. YouTube. All right. We got a special show for you today. Let's welcome to NBA player props, where we give props to the true players. You know what I'm saying? Let's do a little recap. Yesterday, we went 6-3 yesterday. Miles Turner let us down. He didn't get us our 15.5 points and assists. He only had 14. He started off the game 1 for 7. It was tragic. You know what I'm saying? It was tragic. It is what it is. The Green Goblin, Chris Paul, didn't get us our 5.5 points. He only had 3 points. In what world is Chris Paul not going to get us 5.5 points? And we got hooked by Bam. I picked Bam for under 27.5 points, rebounds, and assists combined. He ended up having 28. So, you know what I'm saying? With all the metrics and everything, I can't predict that. It is what it is. We got hooked. But for the positive, Kristaps Porzingis, he had over his 18.5 points and assists, so that worked in our favor. Jaylen Brown had over his 10 rebounds plus assists. Bruce Brown, shout out to him. He may be getting traded, but he balled out last night and he had over his 5 rebounds plus assists. Lonzo Ball had under 16 points, rebounds, and assists last night. And for the other Green Goblins, I did have Victor Wembanyama over 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists for outline Green Goblin if you have prize picks. And I had Tyler Hero over 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So we went 6-3 today. Let's try to dominate. All right. We got some good picks. We only got 3 games. Only 3 game slate. But it is what it is. We're gonna get into it. All right, Ja Morant. I like Ja Morant over 30.5 points plus assists. All right. 9 out of his last 10 games that he's played against New Orleans, he has hit this metric, no problem. The only thing that scares me is that Memphis is very good defensively and New Orleans is just not that good. It is what it is. Now, I'm looking at it like, okay, if Zion plays and end up playing well, he's going against Ja Morant, which was in his draft class. They could be going back and forth. Trey Murphy playing, CJ McCollum playing. All of a sudden, this can actually become a game. You know what I'm saying? This can actually become a game. So, if it's not a blowout, he should hit this line very, very easy. But if he's sitting out with 8.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, it could get spooky. You know what I'm saying? But 9 out of his last 10 times playing against New Orleans, he's hit this metric of 30.5 points plus assists. So I like Ja Morant for that metric. Also, New Orleans is 25th in the league against defending point guards. So Ja Morant should hit this line. This is a very good, solid line for him. Next, I like Jalen Wells over 13 points plus assists. New Orleans is 29th against small forwards. So he should be able to have his way out there. It is what it is. Jalen Wells has hit this metric 7 out of his last 10 games. This is very, very, very soft line for him. Usually his line is, anywhere from 12.5 to 13.5 points in assists. It's right at 13 right now as we speak. I don't know if it's going to bump by the time that this drop. But right now it's at 13 points plus assists. So I like Jalen Wells over 13 points plus assists. Next, I like Tyrese Maxey under 10.5 rebounds plus assists. He's only hit this metric 27% of the time out of the last 11 times he's played Cleveland. Cleveland is also very good defensively, and they blow a lot of people out. And they're playing against Philly, so this could be a blowout situation. I'm just saying. Cleveland be having people down by 30. All right? So, Tyrese Maxey, 10.5 rebounds plus assists seems like a lot. However, if they remove this prop, because a lot of people are going to bet the under on this, if they remove it completely off prize picks, then, you can choose his Green Goblin over 21.5 points. Right now, his points is at like 28, something like that. So lowering it all the way down to 21.5 is a great outline, gives you great odds to hit. So either take the under 10.5 rebounds plus assists with Tyrese Maxey. You got to remember that Cleveland is third against guarding point guards, so Tyrese Maxey should struggle in that department. He's not going to get a lot of rebounds against Cleveland. Not with Evan Mobley and Jared Allen and all of them. They're going to be snagging everything, and they're probably going to be down, so he's going to be jacking up shots. Third against point guards. Only hit this metric 27% of the time out of the last 11 times playing Cleveland. And he's in the East, so he plays Cleveland a lot. But I would take the under 10.5 rebounds and assists for Tyrese Maxey, or take his Green Goblin or his outline at 21.5 points. Gives you great odds to go over on that. Next, I like Donovan Mitchell over 4.5 assists. All right, I like Donovan Mitchell over 4.5 assists. They're probably going to remove this because he hits this metric pretty regularly. So if they remove it, I would take his Green Goblin over 3.5 rebounds. Very, very solid. He should hit this metric very, very easy. It seems free, to be honest with you. The only reason he wouldn't get 3.5 rebounds, like I said, is if they blowing out Philly by 35 and they start pulling the starters, and you got people like, Matt Strus and Niang and Dean Wade getting heavy minutes in the second half. That's when, it could get spooky for him not getting 3.5 rebounds. But I like Mitchell getting 3.5 rebounds in this matchup. Next, I like Jeremy Grant over 13.5 points. I like Jeremy Grant over 13.5 points. Shaedon Sharp's been in and out of the lineup. He should play, but at the end of the day, it's like he's been up and down. He's been inconsistent on the offensive end of the floor. Same for Anthony Simons. So at the end of the day, Jeremy Grant should get 13.5 points relatively easy. And I feel the same for Ayton, but we'll get to DeAndre Ayton in a minute. But I like Jeremy Grant. The last 4 times he's played against Charlotte, he's 100%. He's hit 13.5 points relatively easily. Charlotte is 23rd against small forwards. All right. Against power forwards. So Jeremy Grant should get 13.5 points in this matchup, no problem. Charlotte doesn't provide a whole lot of resistance. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. My last favorite pick is DeAndre Ayton. Over 27.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's hit this metric 100% of the time against Charlotte. They can't do nothing with him. Like I said, Mark Williams is great on the offensive end of the floor, but how good are they really? They traded, away Nick Richards. They're not that great defensively. It is what it is. Charlotte is 19th defensively against centers. And like I said, he's 100% against Charlotte with 27.5 PRA. That's pretty low for him. He'll probably have 12 rebounds alone. You know what I'm saying? Probably have anywhere from 15 to 17 points. So, if you want to take DeAndre Ayton's points, I think his points right now is like 14.5 or something like that. You can do that. But I would just take his PRA to be safe, 27.5 PRA. The last time I checked, they bumped his points up. They bumped his points up 1 full point from the time I woke up to the time we're making this video. So his points people are betting over on his points. It's a very popular pick. But his PRA is still at 27.5 PRA as we speak. And like I said, he's a rebounding machine. He's probably going to have a couple of assists as well. So shout out to DeAndre Ayton. I like him over 27.5 PRA. So just for a recap, I like Ja Morant over 30.5 points plus assists. 9 out of his last 10 games against New Orleans, he's hit that metric. New Orleans is 25th against point guards defensively. I like Jalen Wells over 13 points plus assists. New Orleans is 29th against small forwards. He's hit this metric 7 out of his last 10 games overall. So Jalen Wells should get that relatively easy. I like Tyrese Maxey. If they don't remove the line of 10.5 rebounds plus assists, I like the under on his 10.5 rebounds plus assists. However, if they remove that, go ahead and take his Green Goblin at 21.5 points. I like Donovan Mitchell over 4.5 assists, but that's a very popular pick, so they'll probably remove that as well. I like his Green Goblin over 3.5 rebounds, or his outline if you're on another daily fantasy site, right? Like FanDuel or something. Take his outline on his rebounds because I think he'll get that 3.5 rebounds relatively easy. I like Jeremy Grant over 13.5 points. All right, he's 100% against Charlotte with getting 13.5 points. That'll probably get bumped to 14 or 14.5 later on in the day. 100%. Charlotte is 23rd versus power forwards, right? And he's hit this line, over 60% overall in this season. And lastly, I like DeAndre Ayton over 27.5 PRA. Like I said, you can take his rebounds. If you can get his rebounds at like 11.5, he'll get 12 rebounds. That'll be a pretty good line for him. Also, if you want to just take his points, if you can get his points no more than 15.5. If it's over that, then just go ahead and just take the PRA, because I think he'll have like 2 or 3 assists in this game, and I think that he'll have anywhere from 11 to 13 rebounds as well. So I would just take his PRA, keep it safe, keep it simple, and that line hasn't bumped since when I wake up to the making of this video. Some Green Goblins I like. Green Goblins or outlines, or however you want to call it, depending on what you're using. I like Zach Edey over 3.5 points. They're relatively free. Tyrese Maxey, like as I said earlier, 21.5 points. Somebody got to score. Paul George, ice cold right now. Joel Embiid, in and out of the lineup. Yabusele, you don't know what you're going to get. Tyrese Maxey's going to score. He's going to put up some shots. He's going to score the basketball. Like Jalen Wells, over 7.5 points. If you can get that as a goblin or outline, that's pretty free. I like Trey Murphy III, over 17.5 points for the Green Goblin. And I like CJ McCollum over 2.5 rebounds. That's pretty easy. I feel like all 5 of those Green Goblin or outlines are pretty free. The only way that they wouldn't get them is if there's an ejection, somebody get hurt, if there's a blowout, something like that. But I think that these are pretty free props for you to go ahead and hit. All right. So the Green Goblin, Zach Edey, 3.5 points. Tyrese Maxey, 21.5 points for the Green Goblin outline. Wells, 7.5 points. Trey Murphy III, 17.5 points. CJ McCollum, 2.5 rebounds. Green Goblin. All right. I hope y'all hit. We're going to have a great day today. People going to cash. If you want to hit me up on Discord, send me a friend request on Discord. It's Young Jeffrey 803. That's YUNGJEFFREY 803. Say it one more time, because a lot of people, they got to listen twice in order to hear it once. You know what I'm saying? It's YUNGJEFFREY 803. On Discord, send me a friend request. We could possibly get you into the private chat, on the Discord. All right. Love to have everybody